All right, well, I want to get your take on tonight on this debate. Sure, there's going to be naysayers say, about the people that aren't showing up, like Mitt Romney, etc. But of this group, you like T-Paul. We know that.
I do. It's got to be T-Paul out of this group. And he is the one that is the only majority, really the only major candidate that's showing up. The other candidates are interesting. They all represent a sector of the Republican Party. T-Paul is the only one in this group that really appeals to the whole spectrum of the Republican Party, the only one with a real chance at the nomination at this point in time.
He's got the former McCain supporters and a lot of their campaign people, and also people from George W. Bush's campaign as well. They seem to back him.
A lot of RNC folks. Alex Conant, who does his communications, was at the RNC. I worked closely with him during the 2008 campaign. He was with Bush beforehand. Phil Musser, who is advising him, is also another strategist who's actually been with Romney before. And then the latest hire was Nick Ayers, and Nick was head of the Republican Governors Association and very successful when Haley Barbour was the head of that, or the head of RGA. Now with Haley Barbour not running, you could argue that really plays well for T-Paul because the whole machine would probably line up behind T-Paul. He was second in line behind Haley Barbour at the RGA. So I think in this lineup, T-Paul.
All right, that's your pick, okay. And Richard, what do you think in terms of who's the most credible candidate in that group that'll be debating tonight that as a Democratic strategist you want to keep an eye on?
Well, thanks for having me, Kimberly. And I think he's right. I think Boris is right. Tim Pawlenty is the person to watch tonight. Tim Pawlenty has to prove to the Republican Party that he's better than the competition that's in front of him. He has to prove to the Tea Party that he's that he's conservative enough, and also on top of that he wants to cut spending in Washington. I don't think any of them match up to President Obama very well, but I think Tim Pawlenty is the person we're looking at tonight.
All right, Richard. Good summary.
Yeah, good summary. Well, we're getting
quick. I think, Richard, if you're looking to work for the winning team in 2012, maybe send me your resume. We'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just kidding, Richard.
Maybe you should send me yours, Boris.
Oh, that's how. Mine's too long for you to read.
All right, well, we've got some people weighing in online, and Dustin says, I think Herman Cain and Pawlenty will both be interesting to listen to this evening. So the live chat's fired up about the debate as well.
Every candidate is going to be interesting to listen to.
So we got Ron Paul supporters on here, too.
Well, Ron Paul has always had a fiery group of supporters. They come out, and they should be listened to. Every sector, not of just the Republican Party, but of the electorate, should be listened to in this election. And that's what happened in 2010. The electorate came out, and they said, we do not support what the Democrats have done over the last 2 years in the presidency, last 4 years in the Congress and the Senate, and that's why we had the gains. And I think we're going to have them again in 2012, including the presidency.